What's going on, people? This the Bear here, and I may be a little late with this here, but and excuse the carpet. The carpet's a little bit dirty, but I want to show you something here, and that's this little console from AtGames. It's a Sega Genesis console. It plays 80 games. I'm gonna show you that in a little bit, and it comes with these two controllers. Okay, they come with these two controllers, and you're probably looking at, hey, I see them old school Sega Genesis controllers. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute too. Um, I got an Xbox One, and I love my Xbox One. I really do. But when it comes to my old school games, right now I'm playing Streets of Rage. I love Sega Genesis games, probably more than any other console out there. You know, I love the old school Streets of Rage games. I'm Streets of Rage games to me back in that generation was the best console hands down. It beats the NES, Super NES, Nintendo 64. I'd say it had some competition there, but the Sega Genesis was my favorite console hands down. And Streets of Rage, Sonic, those was my favorite games. Okay. So let me talk about this console here for a minute, okay? Because I have good things about this console. I have good things to say, and I have some bad things to say about this console. And I'm going to get into the good first. The good first is the games. Okay, so let me go here. I got this here, so I'm doing this on my old school Sega Genesis game, controller here. So what you do is, if you're on a game, like you see this here, if you're on a game, all you gotta do is press. This is the power button, and this is the reset button. So what you do is just press reset. Also, um, the reset button is you see that menu button? There's a start button and the menu button. The menu button is the reset button. So what I do is just press this here. This is a video just in case anybody wants to go and get this here. This is the best plug and play that you can actually get. Seriously, I think it's the best plug and play console that you can get, and it runs off a chipset. So it's an emulator, and yeah, I mean it's a good. I had something on my mind, but I forgot what I was gonna say. But oh yeah, you could run this game for you could run this console for days and it won't get hot. I have my console on the carpet. I had it for a whole day on and it did nothing. The console did not get hot at all because it's running off a chipset. And the only thing that can happen is the chipset can burn up, if that even happens at all. But you know what I'm saying. I would suggest to not have it on too long, but you can have it on for quite a while. You know. Okay, so let's get into the games. The games are all the classics that you know of. And by the way, this the console has 80 games, and I'm gonna show them all to you right now. It has one of my favorites, Altered Beast, Comic Zone. Uh, it had E-SWAT on here. Eternal Champions. That's another one of my favorites. Uh, Golden Axe. Golden Axe. Golden Axe 2 and 3 was much better than the first Golden Axe, in my opinion. It has Red Star. Okay. Shadow Dancers has Shinobi 3. You got Sonic here. Okay. Sonic Spinball. Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2. And then my absolute favorite, Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3. Streets of Rage 2 and 3 was better in my opinion. Vector Man, Vector Man 2, Virtual Fighter, you know what I'm saying? Got those games there. And then these are the indie games. Air Hockey, I mean, hey, That's good right there. Bomber. Uh, let's see. What's another good game on here? You got chess. So you want to play some chess or checkers? I'm going to get more into chess because I'm not good right now at chess. So I'm going to get into that. So I'll probably be playing that pretty soon. Uh, Cross, you got that there. You got that. These are games here. You know what I'm saying? Flash memory. They got a total of 80 games. Basically, got a total of 80 games. Okay? I'm just going to show you the rest of these games here. Okay? And then it goes back there. Now, here's the other thing about this. This does not run on HD. Everything, my TiVo, you see I got an alarm clock. Yes, I have an alarm clock because I don't have no time on there. My TiVo and my Roku, you see my Roku 3, even though I know Roku 4 is out. And I'm thinking about getting a 4K television pretty soon, but I'm sticking with my Roku 3. I have no problems with it. My TiVo and my Xbox is running on HD. This console here is running on the AV cable, AV component. Yeah. So it does not have HD. It does not run on HD. It just runs on the AV cable, What you see there, AV, and then you got the power thing or whatever. So here's my problem with the console. Here, that's the good, it got some pretty good games. It got some of my favorite games of all time is on this here. That's the good thing. And it runs pretty smooth too, it runs pretty good, even if it's not in HD. But my problem is these controllers are a joke. Let me get into this, because this is just, I don't know, maybe you may have a different experience than I had, but I want to tell you the problem with this controller. Why in the world, AtGames, why in the world, and the problem what I have is, the reason why I'm so upset is because I had to go out and buy old school Sega Genesis controllers just so I can get comfortable playing these games. And here's the reason why. And I had to pay like $30 for these two controllers. I paid $30. It's all right, though. I mean, it's all good. I mean, the controllers play absolutely stellar. There is no problem with these controllers here. But I hate these controllers, and I'm going to tell you why. AtGames. Oh, my goodness. Okay, AtGames. Why in the world do I have to have my controller? I can't sit it up here. I can't play it down here. I can't play it over here. It has to be right in front. And it's not too much feet that you can, play it from either. I have to do it right in front of the damn console. If you play it up here, if you play it over here, or anything like that, the controller goes dead. And sometimes it goes dead even if you have it in front of the damn console. These controllers are cheap as all hell. It looks like a Sega Genesis, well, they try to anyway. They try to make it look like a Sega Genesis controller. But these controllers are so cheap. Here's another thing. This is a battery compartment, okay? I think it runs on, let me see. I don't have the screwdriver right now to show you, but it requires AA, or I think it's AAA batteries. It's AAA batteries, if I'm not mistaken. Could be AA. I think it's AAA. But still, they don't even last that damn long. Maybe the controllers that I have, that I bought is defective. Okay, I know on eBay they have them right now selling between $50 and $60, but you can get them for $40 at Family Dollar. and I got this controller at Family Dollar for $40. Okay, but these controllers I hate so fucking much, and I'm sorry I have to say these controllers are so damn cheap. Why? Why can't I play it like look my Sega Genesis, my Xbox One, right? I can play this joint here 30 feet away, even probably more than that, okay? This thing here, as long as it's synced into the console, you can play it any way, any which way you want, okay? On this thing here, as long as it's synced, okay? This thing here is not a synced device. It's not. You have to have it directly in front of the sensor, which is right there, right there. You have to have it directly in front of the sensor in order for it to play. And that to me is my grief about this thing here, because that should not be. I'm sorry, it just shouldn't. That's just crazy. So I would suggest, I gotta wrap this video up because it's getting a little too long. I would suggest going out to any kind of third-party website and buying these controllers. These controllers are recommended, required. I ain't gonna even say recommended. I would say required for this type of console. It is required. You need these controllers. Don't play with these shits. These shits are horrible. They feel toyish. They're absolutely garbage. And it just don't make no sense. Really, I want to give these things away. If somebody give me $5 shipping, I'll give you to them for free. Just pay $5 shipping. That's all I ask. Because these controllers are absolutely garbage. I was going to sell them on eBay, but I don't even think anybody's going to even buy them. Seriously, I hate these damn things. I hate them. They're absolute trash. Buy these controllers here. I mean, I bought it from this independent website, and they play stellar. There's no problem with these here. So, anyway, that's the end of my video. AtGames, you should be ashamed of yourself for even giving these things away. Because you may have a different experience than I had. And you know what I'm saying? If your experience is different, hey, if you like having your controller right in front of the sensor and like playing that way, that's you. But me, I like to be comfortable. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, y'all, this the Bear, and I'm out. Peace.